Martin Scorsese. No one is better than Martin Scorsese. His films are just wonderful. They are bliss. He has this ability of making you identify with the bad side of the hero, the undesirable, repulsive, murderous, greedy side of the hero. His films dive deep into human psychology. They challenge morality. They make you see the other side. They make you think, what if? You feel a Martin Scorsese film. It is in your senses. His camera shots are amazing. Remember the 360 view on The Wolf of Wall Street? It drove me crazy. I felt like I was in the offices of Stratton Oakmont. My mind couldn't understand what was going on or how he had accomplished that. What was the thought process? That 360 view was an attempt to make the viewer experience the madness firsthand, to get lost in the chaos. On Goodfellas, he uses a continuous shot that illustrates the hero's powers to seduce. Henry takes his girlfriend Karen on a date at this underground spot, and the camera follows from behind. To get to the restaurant, they navigate through a lot of chaos and make a lot of turns that make Karen dizzy. Henry pays someone $20 just to open the door, to Karen's amazement, and when they finally get in, a waiter organizes a table just for them. The place is a full house, filled to the brim with esteemed people. It makes Karen feel so important, and she's induced with this euphoria that takes her to heaven. The scene is the ultimate definition of seduction. Martin Scorsese uses a lot of camera techniques in his movies to make them legendary. He uses a lot of freeze-frame shots to illustrate the importance of a scene and how slow motion can freeze time. He has that ability to freeze time. Imagine that. What about his insecure masculine heroes who always chase these beautiful, ungraspable blondes? The blondes have become a theme in his movies that the hero always projects on. We see the use of slow motion to communicate how time slows down when the heroes meet or see these blondes for the first time. These blondes are mystical and perfect. On The Wolf of Wall Street, one of Jordan's friends states, "I'd let her give me AIDS," upon seeing the blonde who would go on to being Jordan's wife for the first time. On Casino, Ace's world slowed down when he sees Ginger, the blonde he would later marry. The heroes have self-destructive tendencies that ruin the lives of these beautiful blondes, and they always leave the hero alone and dejected. The heroes have jealous streaks, they are control freaks, they are violent, and they are driven by their impulses. Martin Scorsese forces us to see the bad and evil in ourselves. The violence in his movies is so explicit, so real, and so horrendous. On Casino, we see a man senselessly beaten with baseball bats before he is stripped off his clothes and buried alive. In his movies, he makes you feel like the man through the hero and then strips you of that power, leaving you with nothing. On The Wolf of Wall Street, he perpetuates all the greed, the drug use, the random sex of the hero before taking it all away. Jordan Belfort loses everything: the money, his estate, and his hot blonde wife. He also goes to jail and is banned from his profession, investing. On Goodfellas, Henry loses the lifestyle, respect, and the acclaim that comes with being a gangster. He also gets arrested and lives out the rest of his life at the police protection detention system. Cape Fear is about a guy who has moral justifications for ruining the life of the lawyer who didn't fight for him in court when he was tried for rape. Max Caddy, the convicted rapist, goes on a psychopathic rampage. He targets, stalks, kidnaps, and torments the lawyer's family. It is Robert De Niro at his most frightening and sadistic. He is sick, but you understand him. Your understanding comes from the experience of also being wronged. Just like how you understand Jordan Belfort's greed. If you were granted everything you have ever wanted, wouldn't you go a little overboard? Martin Scorsese explores the human condition. He challenges the viewer to really think. There are also these rich and authentic dialogues that his characters always engage in. The dialogues are so entertaining. The dialogues are always in real time. It doesn't feel like they're exchanging cues. They feel natural and flow. And what would a Martin Scorsese movie be without the narrator, the voiceover that propels the story to greater heights? I love it. The narrator is the hero, and he always speaks in the first person so you can understand his mind and thought patterns, so you can hear the hero's insecurities and dreams. It is so powerful. It links you to the hero whether you like it or not. It is done at a subconscious level. Now to hate the hero means to hate yourself, and the ego won't allow that. So you watch the movie with complete objectivity. Martin Scorsese bewitches your mind first and then strings it along. The soundtracks on the Martin Scorsese movie are just awesome. Those rock and roll songs, the ironic and signal a change in the plot or a character's plan of action. I see a lot of technique in Martin Scorsese's movies. I see his passion through his movies. I see mathematical equations. He just takes me straight to movie heaven. I love that guy. I love the creativity. I love the subjects he covers in his films. I love his impartiality. I love how he explores human nature and flips the script of the hero. The best flip of the script of the hero can be seen on Silence, where the hero is reduced to suffering until death. He is forced to abandon his belief system and values, and he is indoctrinated into foreign systems. I appreciate Martin Scorsese's vision. In my humble opinion, he is the greatest filmmaker of all time.